Time, day 2 of camp. It's after dinner time, about 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so I thought I'd do another video because why not? So yesterday was fun. We had a service. It was really emotional, really powerful. The Spirit of God moved a lot. This morning we had another service. And we had early morning prayer, which was nice. I personally don't like it. I feel weird going to it because I thought it would be more independent prayer, but no, it isn't. So, but oh well. So the morning service today was powerful in its own ways, and for me, it hit home harder than yesterday's service did, but not in the spiritual way, more of a emotional soft spot, if you will. And it wasn't even the main message that I was getting across. It was one little side rant that I went down, which wasn't even a rant, it was a story. Which was he was with his wife and his wife's mom in the ICU waiting room. And his father-in-law had surgery. And so they're there. They got the good news that it went well and everything's fine. At that point in time, a lady walks in the room. She's carrying a sleeping bag, some blankets, pillows, clothing, just everything that you would picture for someone staying at a hospital for a few days. He then talked to her because it's a small room. It would be awkward if he didn't. So from there, they begin talking. Finds out her name's Mary, and she'd been there before. What happened was her dad had leukemia, and he had passed away. And now her brother has it, and he had mold in his lungs due to the leukemia. And although my personal experience was different with my mom, it was still the same disease and the same region of the body, the lungs. And so it hit me hard just because I could think back and I could remember being 8 years old, sitting inside of the little ICU waiting room with my family, my youth pastor at the time, and just sitting there, and we had just gotten the news that my mom was gonna die that night. But instead of doing the Christian thing of praying and believing that God can heal her, most of the family just accepted it and just said goodbye. And because of it kind of struck me in a hard spot, because Mary, the person from the story he was telling, her brother got better. And my mom, what happened was she got blood clots in her lungs. And they couldn't operate, they couldn't do anything with it. So she passed away. I was 8. And it just kind of flooded me back with all those memories, all those feelings, all those emotions of being 8, being told you're losing your mom, do you want to say goodbye, yes or no? And still having the faith of a kid going, no, I'm not. She's gonna pull through it. She's gonna be strong. She's gonna make it. God doesn't want her to die yet. She's made it this far. She's gonna make it all the way. And because of that little story, it threw me. I could not focus for 5 to 10 minutes after the fact, just because of it hitting me there. And then after 10 about 10, 20 minutes, I got back into it, and at that point I realized that what he was talking about was stuff that I had been going through as well, which was like trying to kill, I wouldn't say an addiction, but like a sin that has been present in my life for years now. But the thing is, it keeps coming back. And it keeps coming back. And it's one of those things where you think you purge it, and then it comes back. And so from there, he labeled them zombies because they're dead things. They're dead in God's eyes. They're dead in the power of God. And so from there, he basically, we were talking about Joshua meeting with the figure with the drawn sword. And he said, take the sword and kill your zombies. And that hit me also equally as hard, because I've had this problem for, I'd say, about 5 years now. Been to multiple retreats, youth camps, all this stuff, and it hasn't gone away. It keeps coming back. It'll leave for a day, a week, a month, and then it'll come back. This time, I don't believe it will. I don't believe it can. I don't believe I can let it back into my life. But that is pretty much day 2 of camp. I'll be leaving for the second service in a few minutes. Besides that, like, that's about it. I just felt like sharing. And yeah, Camp Decision 2016. It's a powerful thing.